all about your faith in God, your walk with God. Tell us a little bit about that, how it started.
Well, always. I mean, started when I was in 7th grade, and from then on, just hit the ground running with it. And you just gotta. I give all the credit to God. I mean, it's just the path that He's laid out for me, and that I've been able to follow. And you just along the way, you never have any doubts, you never have anything, because you just know you're in God's hands, and whatever He wants for you, that's what is going to be there for you. And that's kind of my motto and what I followed, and how I've been just living in the moment, just knowing that everything's in God's hands.
I was raised that way with my parents. I mean, I come from Louisiana, small country town. I mean, they kept me in the church, kept me and my sisters in the church. So, I mean, I carried along, and I mean, that's something that's always kept me going. I mean, it gives me goosebumps thinking about it. I mean, my mom, she still sends me scripture and weekly words of inspiration and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's amazing.
It's everything. The faith in God is everything that allows me to live. With my wife, with my teammates, just everybody. I try to just display God's glory through myself and live through Jesus. Every thought, every word that comes out of my mouth, I try to say it for Jesus. And I think this, I found my faith in my junior year of college, and ever since then I've been playing for the Lord. Oh yeah, in Bowling Green State University in Ohio. Just been playing for Christ ever since then.
So good.
Tell us about that story. Was it somebody? Was it a certain ministry on campus? How did you come to find Jesus?
One of my roommates, actually. I was going through a little bit of a hard time, sophomore to junior year, and right now he's studying to be a pastor right now, actually, at our church in H2O in Bowling Green. But I think just hanging out with him every day really just helped me. I think the Lord put him in my life, and now he's one of my best friends, and I still talk to him to this day. And I just kind of opened up to him, and he introduced me to the Lord, and ever since then it's been great.
That's so good. Now, before that moment, have you ever been to church? Did you ever have a walk with God?
Oh yeah. I mean, I have been to church. I wouldn't say I had a walk with God. I was kind of, when I was growing up, I was just kind of one of those kids. I thought go to church, and everything was good after that. And then I learned that it's not just about your acts and your actions. It's about loving the Lord and having a relationship with Christ.
What made that moment different your junior year in college?
I think just learning and understanding, actually reading the Word, and just discussing with my friend. His name is Ronnie. Discussing with him, and just because when I looked at him, I saw the Lord, because just the way he lived his life, and just the joy that he felt every day, no matter what was going on. Because he's been through a lot of stuff himself, as far as football, and everything didn't go his way, but he was still joyful, and I really emulated that about him, and that it made me just want to love the Lord even more.
Yeah, man, I love Jesus.
How did that happen in your life? Where did it?
So I grew up in Texas, and so Christianity was very much a part of the culture down there. I was really involved with my youth group, but I wouldn't say I had like a personal encounter with Jesus until I got into college, and actually messed up my back pretty bad, and I had my second cousin pray for my back, and my back got healed. And I had never heard or experienced anything like that in my life, and blew my mind, obviously, and made me start to question the things that I had believed about God. And man, it was in the middle of when I was involved in sin and not pursuing Jesus, and just really spoke to the kindness of Jesus and who He is, and been going after Him ever since.
The thing about me, I grew up in church. My mother's a reverend, so I was brought up in the right way. Am I perfect? Not at all. I'm still a sinner, man. This life that we live is hard. So I'll be lying if I sit here and say that I got everything together. I'm still a sinner like everybody else in this world, but I'm just know that I serve a great God that's going to love me regardless. All I can do is just continue to just try to strive for greatness from Him and His acceptance.
Well, I was in college. Growing up as a kid, Mom, I was always dragged to, I wouldn't say dragged, but I was always going to church and stuff like that. And then for now, I felt like I was dragged maybe because I really didn't want to go, but it really didn't pay attention until I got to college, and I realized after winning 2 national championships, I was just like, I don't know, is this it? Like, it felt great, but I felt like something was missing in my life, and I was just, and I talked to one of our FCA guys, and Scotty, and I talked to him, and he just he prayed for me, and then I told myself I want to give myself to God and put him on the throne instead of me. And he prayed for me, and then I don't know, I just started going from there.
That started when I was born. I'm fortunate enough to still have all four of my grandparents, and I would say they really laid the foundation from when they moved up here from Maryland and Virginia. Both of my parents were high school sweethearts, so they knew each other for a long time. And
my defining moment was basically when I was in college. I had a brother that was a year younger than me, and he passed away. And it just made me open my eyes, man. Like, you never know when it's your time, and you want to be right with God, but I want to take advantage of what he's given me. He's given me this athletic ability. Who am I not to do everything in my power to max it out, to put in the work, to put in the time studying, taking care of my body, and giving it back to God, glorifying him on this stage and on this platform, and realizing, like, look, man, I couldn't do it without you. I wouldn't be here without